welcome back, hunters. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Monster Hunter Wilds for our coverage starting on Title Update 2. We've got a couple of very big name flagships now back, Lagiacrus and Seregios. Seregios is a surprise. I think it was leaked early that that monster was going to be returning, but Lagiacrus I think is the big one because it's probably one of the best flagships in my opinion for Monster Hunter. Back in Monster Hunter 3 Try when they added him, it was kind of back when they still had you having more hands-on with the flagships before, like, the true commemorating actual hunt and downing of him. So to have Lagiacrus back is going to be very interesting, as well as there's some underwater stuff. I have to actually play it and see what it is myself. I've only saw the trailer they released for a teaser of it, but it looks like there's some underwater potential in his fight. So we're going to hop in completely brand new to everything and see about taking him on. And we do actually have ourselves a little trophy already of Lagiacrus. This is just back from, again, Monster Hunter 3 Try. They've released, like, these little busts of Lagiacrus, Rathalos, and CAPCOM Co. I've got Rathalos as well. Might as well just lift him up. I wasn't able to find CAPCOM Co, so it's still, like, the full set I don't have, but I've got the two, and I am very excited to see Lagiacrus back in action. I think it might actually be my favorite flagship if I were to look at the full series. Like, I think the best done flagship was easily Gore Magala, because you have so many of these encounters of not only talking it up, but also encounters with it. And the Lagiacrus, you had a few encounters with it as well. Okay, we'll take everything from there.
I got a message from Eric. He said something in the Scarlet Forest caught his attention.
Yeah, I think we'll actually head out.
Shall we go and hear what he has to say?
Yeah, we'll go out with the same build that I used for Gore Magala and all of our Apex fight warm-ups. But Lagiacrus, you had a few encounters with it before your true full hunt. The first encounter was actually something you used to do in Monster Hunter, which I think we need back, which is you would basically go off on a small gathering quest, but then in the hunt you would find the flagship actually present and would fight and easily kill you if you weren't ready for it. Well, I mean, you were never ready for it, but it's just having this thing of, this is your daunting challenge you'll be building up towards, this is your first encounter, and then you get a few little spars with it here and there. Now, it seems like the flagships are like, they'll introduce it once, but then you don't even have more like in-game to build up and practice and hands-on with it until the actual hunt of it. Which I feel like makes Monster Hunter lack a little bit. So I'm hoping maybe something we see forward is more of that. Okay, sounds like we've got something big going on with Rathalos, too.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. All of these people come bringing alarming reports of Rathalos activity.
Why are you jittering?
Olivia's tied up on another investigation. I'd love it if you could take a look. Do you mind?
I don't know why he's jittering, like, bouncing up and down. We're just fine standing, no problem. Yeah, what's up?
I have a proposal, if that's all right. Eric has already been gathering intel and has an understanding of the situation. Why not have him serve as handler for this investigation?
Is he that nervous that he's just... Like, it's not just me. You see him kind of, like, jittering on screen, too, right? Well, this looks like he's had too much caffeine or something. Well, let's see about this. Yeah, this is going to be... I'm very interested to see what they're going to bring back for Lagiacrus in, like, a number of ways. The armor, the weapons. Skill-wise, I'm thinking it might lean towards, like, his general focus was boosting elemental skills. So we'll have to see about, like, what it entails, but...
I've already told you, this Red Wyvern issue is a life-or-death matter.
It's been hounding our poor livestock around the clock. At this rate, someone's going to get hurt.
Red Wyvern. Big angry. My tail is toasty burnt. You'll not have weapons. Use weapons. Fix problem.
I hear your concerns and understand them. But now I have a question for you. Has this ever happened here before? Why would this Red Wyvern start making trouble now? Aren't you curious to find out?
No, we want to be safe.
Monsters just act on instinct, don't they? What's the use in asking why?
That's not true, though. They're living creatures, the same as you or me. There's always a reason for their actions, just like you all had reasons for coming here today.
Eric is right, which is why we intend to investigate the cause.
Well, I guess if you think that's best.
Red Wyvern! Close to our home! Maybe still near.
Thank you for the tip. All right, let's begin the investigation.
No, that's actually interesting. Sometimes with the cutscenes, they usually have like more of an abrupt shift to now you control, but this was actually kind of nice to have like so smooth into it.
Sounded like you wanted them to understand monsters better, Eric.
Well, sure. Guess I do. This probably isn't much of a surprise, but I've never been great at relating to other people.
Yeah, I love the Scarlet Forest when, like, plenty.
Told me, people are living creatures too, right? That's your fear.
With having done
Since I've started to believe that I was born human for a reason.
With having done all of the hunts of, like, the apexes, like, with the stormy weather, I wish we saw them more in, like, bright, vibrant, lively regions. I hope we get a switch up where the apexes show up more just in, like, times of plenty than just, like, the inclemency.
There, Rathalos tracks.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, looks like a few scales.
These are claw marks.
Still fresh.
These markings are to make its presence here known. Proof of a strong territorial nature. Let's keep moving. The tracks continue ahead.
And again, I know one of the things about Monster Hunter is that, like, they could bring back more hunting elements. Like, you do have to come across and find, like, these tracks and traces, and only once your sacred has, like, a full scent,
Something's different.
then it can, like, home in on the monster. Kind of like World really did set a really good precedence that might have to actually come back in a few ways.
Rathalos scorch marks.
It must have been quite agitated. Fighting with some other creature, perhaps?
Okay, I'm just going to snag those while we're in the area. Oh, we got a little Wudwud out too. Okay. Well, more.
No Rathalos I've ever seen left marks like this.
An electrical bird. But there shouldn't be any monsters here with thunder properties.
The build-up's growing.
Over here! Quickly!
Sam, ooh, you electrocuted to lift it on. Oh, poor thing. Ooh. Quite the killing field, too. Well, I guess stands to reason makes sense given what we're up against.
They've been electrocuted.
Let's fall back.
Oh. Also kind of nice to see the Pyrrhagil getting a little bit more of a view.
What's happening? What has the Rathalos so worked up?
Ooh. That's gonna take it out. Oh, but I love the callbacks to Monster Hunter 3 in that.
Eric!
And the theme song. Lagiacrus, eh? You know what? I'm okay with that pronunciation. I can kind of see how it's there in the name. and kind of plays off of, like if I were to say like Crocodilian, Postasuchus, Dinosuchus, Lagiacrus. Kind of feels like there's a bit of a nod to that in it.
Here in the east, in the forest no less. I can't believe it. The Lord of the Seas. This is incredible. But how? This is the kind of rush I want the people to understand. I want them to know just how diverse the Scarlet Forest really is. But if we leave things like this, the disruption to the ecosystem here will only worsen.
Maybe it's part of the ecosystem and like...
However, in the name of ecological preservation and the safety of nearby settlements, the guild...
Eric, let's capture it.
Oh.
Alive? True, that would allow us to monitor it long term. But even so, Lagiacrus! That's an awfully tall order for...
But that way works better with your philosophy, right?
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
That's a hunter. Okay.
Let's go.
The guild authorizes the capture of that Lagiacrus. I'll do everything I can to back you up.
Let's get on this hunt. Actually, seems like he's pretty peaceful with this minding his business, but also, yeah, that's a big boy.
Be careful.
Let's baggy that laggy.
Let's see what you bring to the table, big guy. Yeah, we're going to use a lucky voucher. Oh, crap. Why did that pop up? I wasn't trying to get that. I was just trying to get the, I guess that's part of the GeForce Now suite of stuff that just pops up if I hold something, but... Ooh. He's got an interesting set of almost like counter moves, too. Oh, I do... Okay, he looks really good with the energy buildup on the back there. It kind of reminds me a little bit like... like the recent Godzilla movies where like he has the glow along the dorsal plates. That's a great look for him. Ooh. Oh, I'm okay, I guess we got super lucky there with the, Oh, shoot. I still hate the, focus strike for the light bow gun. It feels weird to give it a charge up, but then it's, like, not a good instant out with it. There we go. Wound destroyed. Yeah, it's got a few interesting follow-up attacks with himself. Shoot, missed that. Uh-oh. That's a bacon. Oh, okay, there's a head break. We'll get a conductive scale fragment. And have ours taken along to continue the hunt. So far, he transitions pretty well from going from, like say, 3 Ultimate, where he had his underwater stuff, to Wilds. Like, I know Generations Ultimate, he came back and you could fight him on land.
How ready when you are.
But I did feel like he was quite a bit more limited in that generation. But not here. They made him actually pretty well and dynamic. And pretty decently hitting, too. Oh, there's the side check. That's a familiar move. Although I'd like to try to get up now. Uh-oh. Big one coming out again. God, this feels like remembering how he was in Monster Hunter 3 and 3 Ultimate. Yeah, I still hate how you basically have to call the Sacred to get yourself up from a lot of these. Oh, come on, I jumped off of. Okay, get under. Oh. Now, I don't know if I can break the shell shockers on his back, or at least that's what they used to be called. Oh, another wound destroyed. So far, not going too bad. A little beat up here and there, but it is something that slowly to read with the every new monster and every fight. I am feeling like this might be meant more for you to take an elemental weapon out with it. Just gonna see, there is...
Can't go back after riding one of these.
Okay, actually, no, I don't see the same trap to, like, knock down and flush him out like there usually is in the Scarlet Forest.
I'll just help out now.
Oh, and I think we're off to... Okay, this is opened up. Uh-oh. Oh, that's new. And definitely threw us for a good loop. Oh.
It's readying a powerful discharge attack.
Okay, so now...
The water and attack to stop it.
This is interesting, because... Okay, I gotta see. Okay, sharp barnacle cluster. Oh, why are you trying to swim up? Oh, I see. Okay, that's kind of a stupid way to have done it. So right bumper is actually to ascend, right trigger is to descend. So instead of like... Oh. Okay, it is a little weird getting used to it, but I'm starting to figure it out a bit more with time. Ow. So you don't really have, like, a dash underwater you can use. You're kind of stuck to, like, some basic moves. And that's about all. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, this one's going to be one of those ones where it's... No, do not change out what your normal dash is for, like, a swim, ascend, and descent. That feels so bad. Like, it's so ingrained in the game that for them to have changed it like they have just feels like such a jarring shift. I was like, they should have done what they had actually done Monster Hunter 3, where it's like, left bumper actually will have you go down. God, yeah, it is going to take a lot to get used to this, because it just does not feel well. Having no way to, like, speed up your swim. Like, should have been left bumper, you go down, or sorry, left trigger, you go down, right trigger, you go up. And then you still have, like, a proper... Yeah, it feels bad because you don't have an entire freaking moveset that you're used to having on land for it. Yeah, I'm trying, but I hate how slow you're stuck in the water. Nope. Okay, this is different. Okay, at least we got him on land again. But yeah, underwater, they should have kept right bumper is your way of, like, sprinting, swimming faster, etc. Changing up the others, so that way those are your means of ascending and descending. Because it just feels so clunky to say, like, okay, I'm trying to run, but that's just, like, locking you by swimming upwards. But beyond that, this fight is really good. But I do not like seeing the Clutch Claw back in any form in the series. I have to admit that well offhand. See if we can get another wound break. Dang, that one wants to be kind of picky in it. There we go. Okay, and we can break a foreleg. So it looks like the head is broken, or breakable at least once. The back can be broken. I don't know if each foreleg is separate or they count as, like, one together. Looks like they might count as together. Okay, that's our cue. We'll get that down. Thank you, Runa. Come on in, big guy. There we go. And there he goes. Yeah, the underwater effect, that's the only part that feels weird in some regards. It's going to take getting used to, like, running around so much. That key or that input is not what it is. But yeah. Get this guy brought in, and oh, it's great to see him back and, like, just in such a graphical upgrade too. Like, remembering him from the old days coming back, it's a great fight. It's just that, like, break-off sequence of being underwater and dealing with him, I think there's still some polish for it. I mean, there was always room for polish in, like, underwater hunts in the past. But that one, I feel like it just needs some keybind changes. It's also something, dropping in first time, is going to be weird to switch and shift over to it. But I would say never change up your existing things if you can. I think, again, you should have kept the right bumper as that's your sprint or swift swim that drains your stamina to get around. Change out maybe how, like, the left bumper and left trigger worked a bit to have your, like, dive up, dive down. Because in 3 Ultimate, and I think Monster Hunter 3, there was, I think it was mostly on the Wii U, but I think the 3DS could have had inputs for it as well, where you could actually do the same swim up, swim down. And that they do help a lot for, things. Actually, I want to see, you know what, that might be, that I think is good thumbnail material right there for this. But now we're going to get back to, well, we'll get through, like, the story bits here, check at base camp, see what it all has for its armor looks, weapons, etc. Go from there. For the light bowgun, I'm guessing it's going to have a Pierce and Thunder rapid fire, but I could be mistaken.
The reason the red wyvern was agitated is because of another monster called Lagiacrus. As for that one, it appears to have migrated in from far outside the region.
Okay, so it's another one drawn in by, I guess, the changes from Zoshia.
Trace substances on its body and the growth and wear on its dermal spikes. As for why it's here, I suspect it was drawn to the ample prey in this nutrient-rich environment.
Again, he's just, like, really jittery on the spot.
I'd never stopped to think about monsters like that. Just went with what I was taught.
Guess they pick fights and get bent out of shape too.
We'll transport the Lagiacrus back to its original habitat, but this could happen again.
Let's plan how to handle things from now on together. The red wyvern, too.
Hey, I'm sorry, for coming and demanding you fix our problems.
We really appreciate it. I definitely wouldn't have thought of capturing it.
Big Vikings!
Great work, everyone.
Thanks, Alma. I think this is another case closed. Hey, can I talk to you?
Like, it's just Eric. For whatever reason, like, the camera's really jittery when it's, like, focused right on him.
Olivia. It really meant a lot. Would you mind if I helped out Ava's unit as a handler on your investigations again? I'm fascinated to find out what sort of path you choose to walk.
Really? It would certainly be helpful to broaden our range of expertise. I, for one, am all for it.
What about your unit?
Olivia and Werner? Well,
Yeah, like, Olivia is your hunter, but you...
probably grill up a feast to mark the occasion and tease me about finally making new friends. Werner would indulge himself, sleep for 3 days, and Olivia would wake him up via water bucket.
Then I guess we don't need to worry. Looking forward to working with you.
I appreciate the help too, Eric.
Wonderful. Well then, just let me know whenever you need my help.
Survey companion request. You now choose which handler you'd like come to you. Just like Alma, Eric is able to act your quest counter and provide support. Change, just talk to the handler you're choosing. Be aware that you'll be unable to choose in certain situations. It's like certain cutscenes and that I can easily understand. Okay. So there's a few things there. That's just that. Let's talk to Gemma and see about the new gear.
Well, what can I do for you?
We'll start with the armor, because that'll be the easiest one to go over and probably find. Should be somewhere around here. There we go. Okay, so Lagiacrus Alpha. Yeah, that's a very familiar set. So its equipment skills are Weakness Exploit 5, Max Might, Thunder Resistance, Stamina Surge. Interesting. And yeah, there's the... I think that's the female Blade Master. It could be the Gunner, though. I'm not too sure. But it looks like it's pretty much in line with a lot of the other rarity 7s. Like, 1 3-slot, a 2, and a 1 seems to be pretty common for, like, what you see for them. It actually might have a few more slots than, say, something like the Soshea set, but it is something I'll probably play around with ahead. As for the weapons,
In mind?
we've got to take a look and see what it looks like. Now, Unknown Tree, and there is the Lagiacrus's. So it has a Pierce Rapid Fire and a Thunder Rapid Fire, like I expected it to. It has Tetrad Shot and Convert Thunder Resistance. That's a new one. Increase to your weapon's elemental attack proportional to your thunder resistance. Okay, that's interesting in a way. Like, it does say that it's not like thunder resistance to thunder damage. It's, I guess, any thunder resistance you build up will go to any element's attack damage. So they do have it leaning into that direction for it. And yeah, I'll have to go for a few more to get the Thundercrest Rex. And it does look like they have the power barrel on there. But one other thing we got added with this update is we should be able to go into the tent and check on the layered weapons. As I believe that is an addition for her. Nope, and we also have the new Monster Field Guide. There he is. I like the icon form there too. Weak Roar and Thunderblight are his main things he does. Okay, so breakable tail, breakable back, breakable head, and foreleg. Now, it doesn't say breakable and, like, X2 or whatever, so that does make me think it only breaks once. And looks like for the bow gun, it is basically only the head to aim for. So kind of surprisingly, it doesn't actually have, like, a 4-star weak spot for weak points anywhere else on him. Or, like, anywhere at all. And then just what things are effective to him. And then the rewards. And that's it for that. Okay, let's change up. Yeah, equipment appearance. You now take advantage of layered weapons in the equipment appearance menu used to show your true passion for hunter fashion. After you finish upgrading weapon on Tree of the Smithy, able to equip it as layered equipment. Okay, so that sounds like that means you can only change out the layered look to another fully finished one. It's like one of the things I had commented is oh, hang on. Maybe that's not the case. It kind of looks like it almost pulls from whatever you have in your storage box rather than, like, unlocking a full look for it. Because, like, I've got the Dosha Faithbreaker there. But I don't have any of the other little points. If I go to change equipment... No, I don't seem to have one in here. That's a bit bizarre. So, because one of the things I wanted to do was, at the final stage of the upgrades for the light bow guns, you see they all get, like, the power barrel attachment to them. I wanted to basically change that out to see if there's a way to, have that not be the case. But it looks like there's no way of doing that. It looks like it is just, like, giving you the last upgrade model for things. Which I am kind of disappointed at. The light bow guns, I can understand, okay, they don't want to give you the full, like, choice of silencer or long barrel like you might have had in past games, but I am kind of annoyed that we can't get, like, a version of the model that existed before without the last upgrade look to it.
What are we making?
I'm just going to see if... Okay, like, let's say for... we'll just go up to, like, the expedition tree here.
Ready to get to work?
I'm just going to make an extra one of those.
Now that.
And I want to see if I can, like, change over to that. Or if it is the only acceptable ones are... Yeah, the only acceptable ones are once you have them fully upgraded. So you do get stuck with the extra barrel extension on things at the end here. The only one that's not there is the Dosha Faithbreaker, and I guess that's because of the texture difference that happens and everything for, like, that upgrade. I'm kind of disappointed in that. I wish we could have gone back and, like, if you don't like that extra power barrel, you could have had without it. Or, like, even because we do have the models without that on, have that as an option. It's something, I guess. Like I say, not most thrilled at that, but we do have another hunt we will embark on for this weekend, because we do have Seregios to take on. For now, though... Oh. Okay, for now, though, we will end today's episode of Monster Hunter Wilds right here for today. Next episode, we've got Seregios and the story to involve... or the story tied with that to engage and see how that goes. I think that one's going to be much more of a straightforward hunt, and we won't have, like, the underwater event stuff for it. That one probably will flow much more smoothly, too, because Seregios has a number of weak spots where Logi only seems to have the head. But for now, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter Wilds. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.